Welcome traders, this is Andy Demi with today's IC Markets commentary. So in today's video we are going to be looking at various assets that I am taking a look at and preparing for. So I'm going to start with Bitcoin. Now what I'm seeing with Bitcoin right now, I get a lot of questions, is the bear market still intact or are we now in a bull market? Well, we are going to let the charts show us what is going on. So right now what I can see is that recently we had a break of a high up here, which now looks to me like a fake break, which essentially means that the market was pushed up aggressively higher, takes out these highs, and then the market reverses. Now, where it gets confirmed as a fake break is if we take out these lows. And I personally think we are going to take out these lows, but I don't necessarily believe that we are going to go lower than these lows. So what do I actually think is going to happen? Well, of course, this is just based on what I can see on the charts. If we use our Fibonacci tool like this, let me do it the right way around. So we take the high point, the low point here. What I like is I always like to look at the 618. And the 618 is coming in here. So I think right now, having broken this important support line here, I think we're going to go up and maybe test the 618 up here. And you can see it's a key area of interest up there. That's around the sort of 29,000 area. And then I think the market will reject. And the question is it then going to go a little bit lower? Well, what I'm going to be preparing for is potentially these areas down here, which is the 1272. You can see if we came down here like that, we'd actually be testing this resistance channel line that becomes support, and then we have the 1618, and then we have the 200. From an investing point of view, I'd be looking at these areas of interest. From a trading point of view, I'd be looking at this area up here to potentially short, and these areas here for short-term bounces, okay, like that. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for with Bitcoin in the short to medium term. If we move on, this is the euro dollar. So the euro dollar right now has been channeling. And, often people say, oh, has it broken the channel? Is it time to go short? Well, one of the key things that you need to be aware of is that there's always traps in the market. And you can see up here, the market took out this channel high and then went back into the channel. And it's done at the same down here. It's now taken out this channel low of support. But the question is it going to go back into the channel? Well, only time will tell. But right now, I don't see a clear picture of we've broken down. I actually think I would be more inclined to wait and prepare for a potential another fake out. Okay. You often see these fake outs, especially with big bars. So it's like a big push down, it traps the retail traders to jump in, and then the market could potentially go higher. So what I'd be looking for right now is, are we going to get a strong bullish close? Like here, we got a strong bearish close where we created this evening star. Are we going to get a morning star, or are we going to take out these lows? That's when I'll kind of decide whether this is now going to be a new downtrend. Right now, I am not going to be shorting. I'm going to be sitting and waiting to see what happens. Do we take out this low, or do we create a nice bullish bar and then potentially a morning star here? Next, I have silver. So silver right now, I kind of spoke about this in my last update. You can see it's really reacting to this channel, and right now we have the 618 Fibonacci right at the top of the channel, which comes in around this area here, about 105. So I personally think that is a great next target for silver if it's something that you trade. Next one, I want to look at gold. So gold is still pretty much ranging, not a lot going on. You can see it's just going sideways on the weekly time frame. If we go to the hourly time frame, you can see that it's right now just in this kind of channel. So from a short-term point of view, I would be looking for these lows to be taken out, this aggressive buying, and obviously this channel to be taken out, and then we could potentially trade this back down to this this angle line down here. But right now it's very, very rangy. Good for day trading, on lower time frames, but for swing trading I don't see too many opportunities. Here we have the Aussie dollar. So the Aussie dollar right now, as you can see, is channeling. I don't see this as being a very strong downtrend. I actually think that this is tradable. Okay, you can trade it in this channel. However, you've got to remember this is not going to last forever. And you can see, if you compare the speed on the way up, it was much faster on the way up than it has been coming down. So this down here. So right now, I think it's worth trading, especially if we get nice entries. You can see how nice, these moving averages are fanning downwards. So the short is definitely better. So any pullback into these areas are great for shorting opportunities. But if we break, I would be getting prepared basically for a break of this channel. So if we get a nice aggressive push up, then we can start to see a potential new uptrend. And you can use the fibs if you want to have some targets for potential swing trade. So, you can use the A to B here. You can see the 786 could be an interesting one. This could be where we bottom out. In fact, I think this could be a nice area, in fact, to look at for potential longer term moves up. And then in terms of target, you've got the 1272 up there, and then the 1618 will be a little bit higher. Next, Sterling Aussie. Sterling Aussie has broken through this support line, these channel lines here. So we could be now going down towards the 200 moving average here on the daily chart. You can also see the MACD has broken below the zero line, which is bearish. But just be mindful, the RSI is going towards oversold here. So we could be getting to a bottom. I would be looking at around the 200 as a potential area where we may get some new buyers coming in. And just be aware of these last swing lows down here, because they could come back into play. It could be a case that there's a bit of a liquidity grab here, take out the lows, and then we could push again higher. So that's that one. And then finally, dollar yen. Dollar yen right now is very, very strong. Look at the moving averages, fanning nicely. This is a really, really nice trending pair. So if you are a trend trader, this is a really, really great pair right now to be trend trading. You can go to the lower time frames. You can see it's, really quite consistently moving higher. Okay, that completes today's market commentary. This is Andy Demi. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll speak soon. Take care.